Over the years in January, Liverpool have made some fantastic signings, and here are 10 of the best. At number 10, it's Martin Skrtel, who signed from Zenit St. Petersburg in the 2007-2008 season. He wasn't the most talented defender, but he was at the heart of Liverpool defence for a good number of years under several managers. He certainly had a calamity or two with him, but had some great moments as well, including some great goal-scoring form in the 2013-14 season as Liverpool marched towards the title. He scored 7 own goals during his time at Anfield, but he was a solid defender overall and seems fitting to have him to kick off this top 10 list. At number 9, it's Robbie Fowler, free from Manchester City in 2005-2006. Now don't get mad, Fowler only ranked so low because how immense his record was for us during the first more memorable spell. Though 8 league goals in 30 games certainly isn't a bad return for a man in his 30s who came back for a second spell for a good few years in the late noughties. It was a nice bit of nostalgia for fans to see him come back and wear a red shirt again, and his return didn't harm his legacy at the club, but it didn't exactly enhance it either. Fowler is rightly regarded as one of Liverpool's best players of all time and certainly ranks among our most prolific goal scorers. At number 8, it is right back Alvaro Arbeloa, who signed from Deportivo La Coruña in 2006-2007 season for £3.5 million. He was a decent defender who was a mainstay in Rafa Benitez's side over the sort of the 2009 era, where we challenged for the title and we went far in the Champions League a few times. He was one of the more solid right backs we ever had, and 233 Real Madrid appearances proved that as well. And he was also part of that Spain side from that era that won all the trophies and was one of the best footballing teams the world has ever seen. Like I said before, he was one of Rafa's favourites and a mainstay in that successful Liverpool team from that era, and he's a fitting addition to this list. At number 7, it's cult hero Maxi Rodriguez, who came from free from Madrid in the 2009-2010 season. Maxi played his best football for Argentina, but he arrived at Liverpool as a 29-year-old. It took him a little bit of time to get going, but he did have some really incredible games in a Liverpool shirt. He scored 15 league goals in 57 games, which wasn't bad at all for a winger. Maxi only played 1 full season at Liverpool, but when he did play and when he was on the ball, he constantly had fans on the edge of their seats. At number 6, it's Daniel Agger, who signed for £6 million from Brøndby in the 2005-2006 season. And to be fair, Daniel Agger was one of the best centre-backs, talent-wise, that Liverpool ever had. It's just a shame that injuries let him down over the course of his career. The man lives and breathes Liverpool and gets everything that this club is about. He's a highly talented player, both on and off the ball, and Agger could have gone down as one of Liverpool's finest defenders had it not been for his horrendous injury record. At times, Agger felt like a real luxury player with his passing and his strength, and sometimes even his shooting. Alongside Martin Skrtel, those two created a really good partnership at the back, and he was a really classy player to watch. At number 5, it's Daniel Sturridge from Chelsea, who signed for £14 million in the 2013 season. He was one of Brendan Rodgers' best signs, and we got him for really cheap as well. His injury record obviously hasn't been great for Liverpool, and it wasn't great when he arrived. He'd played at Bolton, he played at Chelsea, he'd also played for Manchester City, but the partnership that he formed with Luis Suarez, particularly in the 13-14 season, is one of the most exciting that Liverpool has ever seen. He still has a fantastic role within the squad, coming off the bench and grabbing the odd goal, but he had that ability in the prime of his career to create a goal out of absolutely nothing, and that was demonstrated in the fine goal he scored for Liverpool in the 2016 Europa League final against Sevilla to put us 1-0 up. We did lose that game in the end, but that goal to put us 1-0 up from Daniel Sturridge will live long in the memory of every Liverpool fan for a long time. At number 4, it's Javier Mascherano, who came on loan from West Ham in the 2006-2007 season. The move was then made permanent later on in the summer of 2007. Obviously one of the best defensive midfielders Liverpool ever had. He didn't get many goals in a red shirt, and despite only having played for Liverpool for 3.5 seasons, he goes down as one of the Rafa players that Liverpool never truly replaced, although we may have done now in Fabinho. At number 3, it's Philippe Coutinho, who came from £8 million from Inter Milan in the 2012-2013 season. One of the best bargains and value for money players Liverpool have ever had. We obviously sold him a year ago now for £142 million for Barcelona. What a profit that has been by the club, and he put in some fantastic performances over the course of his stay at Anfield. He was obviously known for booting goals into the top bins in key moments in a Liverpool shirt, and there was some fantastic goals scored by the Brazilian down the years during his time at Anfield. He left with a bit of a sour taste, but now Liverpool can can look back at his time and really appreciate just how good he was. He's not succeeding too well at Barcelona at the moment, but I'm sure he'll go on to have a long and successful career at both Barcelona and for the Brazil national team. At number 2, it is Virgil van Dijk, who signed for £75 million from Southampton in the 2017-18 season. Virgil van Dijk has only been at this club for 1 year, and what an influence he had. He helped us get to the Champions League final in 2018. He helped us transform our defence into one of the best in Europe, and him combined with Alisson are going down as 2 of the best defensive players Liverpool have ever had on their books. He's done wonders for all sorts of other players in the team as well. Dejan Lovren's form has improved, Trent Alexander-Arnold's form has improved, and particularly Joe Gomez, who is also fast becoming one of the best young centre-backs in the country. Nobody talks about the price tag anymore, and there's already a feeling amongst Liverpool fans and pundits alike that he will go down as one of Liverpool's best ever central defenders, and maybe one of the best central defenders the Premier League has ever seen. At number 1, who else would it be? It's Luis Suarez, who signed for £24 million from Ajax in the 2010-2011 season, and in a period where the club was going through a rough patch, Luis Suarez came in and injected a lot of excitement into Anfield. He was signed alongside Andy Carroll, 2 signings that couldn't have gone any different, and he was a lot cheaper than Andy as well. £24 million turned out to be another bargain find for Liverpool and Kenny Dalglish, who signed him at the time. He was signed on the same day that Liverpool sold Fernando Torres for £50 million, and at the time everybody was really worried about the impact that losing Fernando Torres would have on the club, but nobody noticed with the arrival of Suarez, who was just that good until he left for Barcelona for £69 million in 2014. He wasn't exactly without his controversies, but he will live long in the memory of Liverpool fans as a real legend of our club. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Liverpool's top 10 January signings. Let us know if you've missed anybody in the comments below, and stay tuned to the Redmen TV for more top 10s. Do all the usual subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time on Redmen TV Top 10s. Goodbye.